All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. We got some predictions to get into because SummerSlam, Dylan, that's this weekend, and it's the biggest party of the summer. And
Sure is.
we got 2 nights to talk about here, bud. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. And let's dive in first and foremost with, I believe, the most recent match and probably the final match that got added. And that's going to be the TLC match for the WWE Tag Team Championships, Dylan. You've got DIY, you've got Motor City Machine Guns, you got the Wyatt Six, you got the Street Profits, you got Fraxium, and you have Andrade and Rey Fenix, Dylan. How we feeling about this match?
Yeah, man, the entire division. I mean, so excited for this match. I think we're all excited through the roof for this match, even. A match that probably should have been on WrestleMania in some sort of. It probably should have been a triangle ladder match, the one that we got like the week after WrestleMania or whatever. Like that probably should have been at WrestleMania. But I mean, this is a nice consolation at SummerSlam for sure. This is going to be awesome. I'm through the roof for this match, man. There's going to be 6 incredible teams. And
they're going to steal the show.
It's going to be so much fun, man. It's going to be so much fun. And if I'm being completely honest, I think this could go any which way.
Big time.
Like, I really, this is probably, especially in a match like this, they love pulling a swerve and making someone think, you didn't think he's going to come up and grab the belt and come to it. You know, we've seen like a Mania, Ryder, just won that championship nowhere. Nobody really saw that coming. And the Hardys at one time, and then they immediately won the titles in that ladder match. So, which way do you think this is going, Mark?
Wow, I mean, I could see either one of these 6 teams winning. It's tough because Andrade and Rey Fenix are having a lot of steam, so you kind of think, all right, maybe they're going to put the titles on them. Fraxium have been one of the bright spots of this new or this kind of refreshed tag team division. But to me, I'm putting it back on the guys that never got their rematch in the first place. And that's still, to me, your top tag team in the Street Profits. So I think the Street Profits are walking away with these tag titles.
We're on the same page, Mark. We are on the same page. Yeah, I think the Street Profits are going to climb the ladder and win this one, man. I think they're probably like you said, in my opinion, still the top tag team. And I think they've only really came into their own more and more and really become super just incredible. They're just so good. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, they're the staple of that division over there on SmackDown, if you ask me. So they're the cornerstone, and I think make it up to them for not putting them on Mania. They should have been on Mania.
Should have been on every PLE.
Yeah. Give the Street Profits a big moment at SummerSlam. That's what I'm calling for as well, Mark. We're on the same page.
All right, so let's move on to this next match, Dylan, because no one's happier than the Burning Hammer that we got Karrion Kross on this SummerSlam card, because he'll be facing Sami Zayn. I believe this is the rubber match, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Sami won in Saudi, and then Karrion Kross won on Raw.
Good old rubber match.
Yeah, awesome spot. After the match on Raw, where Karrion Kross was just bleeding all from his face after the win, just beat down Sami, blood all over his face, kisses Scarlett, blood on her face.
Good stuff.
Weirdly, just dark sex. It was like, but not in too much. It was cool. I liked it. It was dope. That was so sick. But not even he's just, Karrion Kross is awesome. And if you ask me, man, I think he's getting the win here. I think Karrion Kross is getting the W. put down those Sammy Hogan chants a little bit. I've never been one. I've never been on the. Obviously, us two over here are never calling guys Hogan. We think that people are very quick to do that. But yeah, I think Karrion Kross is gonna get the win here, and I think we see the beginning of kind of what should be a push for Karrion Kross. So that's my official prediction, but I will say I wouldn't be surprised if it's something along the lines of Sami wins, but he does something that's very not Sami to win. Like cheat and just like really get angry at Karrion, beat the hell out of him, and then Karrion's just gonna laugh and be like, "I told you,
Okay.
I told you, you're a liar. To me. This is who you are." Like so, that sort of stuff. So that's not my official prediction. My official prediction is Kross getting the win, but I think that would be some interesting stuff.
So I'm actually going to take Sami Zayn because I don't have much faith in WWE currently to give Karrion Kross this moment. There's been certain reports that Kross's contract is done in August, and he hasn't been, like, they haven't re-signed him, or there haven't been any negotiation talks, which, like, obviously take that with a grain of salt. But I think it does kind of go down to, like, what you kind of just said, which is how I actually think it's going to play out, is that Sami's going to do something, like you said, that isn't very Sami Zayn-ish, or maybe more towards of, like, a few years ago when Sami was heel, because that way Sami wins, but then also Kross wins because he proves that Sami Zayn was a liar. So I also just don't think they're going to give Sami a loss here.
You think there's any Kross? Yeah, you think there's any chance that Kross leaves?
Man, I think, yeah, sure.
Really?
If depending on how certain things go, I mean, this is a guy that's been red hot for the past few months, and feels like they're a little few months too late, and we're finally starting to get some good.
Kross. Bro, we've had like the chants haven't died down at all.
No,
like the we want Kross. It's not like
they've only gotten louder.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like so, I just think we know Triple H loves to play the slow game. We've seen him on Main Event. I mean, he's on SummerSlam now. I think, especially after what happened with Truth and just like how over Kross is, I don't think they're like. I think they're good. I think he's going to stick around. I think they'll come to terms on something. Maybe they already have. Like that's the other thing. I also don't. All these reports are with a grain of salt. Like he literally could have already come to terms on something. And we don't even know, but
I think the biggest thing with that is, like, I think Karrion Kross obviously very much knows his worth and his value, and it's way higher than it was 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think he's going to want to re-sign and to not do anything. Like, I think he wants to, like, I think he proved himself that he could be a main event guy for them. And I don't know if WWE necessarily will view him like that.
I'm just like, I don't think him leaving does anything for him. Like, truly.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I don't...
Okay.
Like, maybe he'll make some more money, but, like,
Sure.
I think in the long run, like, he's over as hell right now with these crowds. Why leave these crowds? Like, I think take the shot, take the chance that you're going to continue to stay over and potentially grow even more to where WWE doesn't have a choice and they have, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think we might already, like, kind of be, we'll see, like, he's on SummerSlam. Like, that's a big spot.
Yeah.
So, like,
Big time.
It's not like he's not doing anything as of right now. Like, he's finally really into his stride. So maybe this could be WWE being like, we want to keep you around.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And I'm more just like, I don't think because he's this over in WWE crowds, I don't think that necessarily just is going to translate to him like going over to like AEW and just being a top guy or like I think
I think he would run the Indies. I think he would immediately be the top guy.
I think he could run the Indies, but he's ran the Indies. Like
I know.
I just think yeah, it's just like his stock is like the highest it's ever been. Now's the time to buy in on himself in the way that like when Cody left, right? It was like it's not like he was like super over with all these crowds and all this stuff. Like it would be yeah, it would just be super risky. I don't know. I think he'll be around anyway. Like I think he'll be happy to stay and they'll keep him. But yeah, I'm going with Kross getting a win. I think that's going to be part of it. Him getting a W.
All right, and I'm also, or I'm going to go with Sami Zayn there. So let's move on, Dylan, because we have another new addition. This was one that I think was made official via social media, and that is our tribal chief and main event Jey Uso take on the team of the Brons, Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. How we feel about this tag match?
Yeah, we got Tribal Chief and the Yeet Man, Jey Uso, main event. Jey Uso teaming up. I'm very excited to see if they're going to have matching gear. That's going to be a thing. I'm thinking Tribal Chief comes out in white pants to match Jey. I would like that.
White pants.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, especially because Bron and Bronson have been doing the all black.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Bron and Bronson's first like real big presentation as a tag team with Heyman by their side, the Oracle, as they call
Great
him.
name.
And yeah, I'm really excited for this match. And my prediction is going to be that as much as, Roman and Jey are probably going to win. Roman and Jey are getting the win here.
Yeah. I'm with you here, Dylan. As much as I would like to see the Brons get a win because it is kind of like a popular trope that I've seen more people talk about with when you have a faction and the leader's the only real threat and the other two lackeys or however many lackeys people have in their group, they just like always stink. And it's just like people are like, why? That never makes any sense. I think that there's no shot that Roman and Jey lose unless we get a new member.
Yeah, that could be the one thing for sure. New member debut could definitely lead to. So I wouldn't be super shocked if that does happen. I lean toward it not happening, but especially with Seth potentially being out for who knows how long, I think there's definitely a solid chance that it could happen.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Karrion Kross, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, you never know, man.
Come on, that would be awesome. So we're both taking Roman Reigns and Jey Uso to come out on top in this tag team action. Dylan, we've got a steel cage match for the United States Championship, and that's going to be Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. Talk me through this match.
I won't lie, this one's tough for me because I think Solo's been doing a great job, and with the MFT, I think the MFTs are like I like Solo. And I like what he's doing as U.S. champ. But it's hard to like Jacob is just so good and so over.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Jacob. I'm going to say Jacob takes it back here. But I wouldn't be surprised if Solo keeps it, honestly.
Okay.
Somehow, with help through the MFTs. But I think maybe we get like Tama Tonga potentially returning to help Jacob. As Tama Tonga has been left out of the MFTs. They made a shirt without him, man. Like They did make a shirt without him. Complete. So Tama Tonga is not in Solo's crew. And I think that means and I think Tama Tonga is I think they also know that Tama Tonga was pretty over. So I think So I think they know throwing him and Jacob together is probably the right call, which I agree. I like it. I think that's the right call. So I would like a Tama Tonga return to help Jacob.
So, I mean, dude, this one is very tough because I'm going to take Solo to retain just because I am not sure if Tama is going to come back and I think Jimmy's going to help Jacob with whatever happens with the MFTs, but I think the numbers are still going to be too high, and I don't think that they would just put this title on Solo just to give him a short reign, just to put it back on Jacob Fatu for this match. I think everything that they're doing could have still happened with Jacob being the champ, even with Tala Tonga debuting for Solo's MFTs. So
Tala. Do you get it?
No.
He's the Tala one.
Very good, very good.
Because he's tall.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it now. Hey, you got to tweet that joke. I never seen anybody say that joke yet.
I thought it was like, dude, was the immediately first thing I thought of. I was like, is this a joke? I literally thought it was a joke at first.
No, that never even crossed my mind.
Where I was like, they just were like, oh, all right, we got a tall one. We got to call this
Tall.
Tala
Tall.
manga.
He's taller than other guys.
No,
Wait, say that again, slower.
Is taller than the other two. What are we gonna call him?
Taller.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's
anyway.
exactly how it went down.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I'm taking Solo. Dylan's taking Jacob. I also think that I hope that we can move on. I don't know. As fun as this Solo and Jacob stuff is, I kind of want Jacob to get pushed up to that main event scene, start to go after. I mean, dude, obviously they're on two different shows, but Jacob versus Gunther, holy cow. So yeah, hopefully, maybe that's more wishful thinking that Jacob will kind of move on to the main event scene after this, but I don't know how long we're going to play out Jacob versus Solo, maybe until War Games in October, I think that is, or November. So let's move on, Dylan, because the Women's Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Lyra Valkyria is challenging Becky Lynch. Dylan, talk me through this match.
Yeah, no countouts, no disqualifications for this match.
Oh.
And you see, I really kind of thought they were going to go with Bayley against Becky. Lyra's pretty over. I kind of think they put it back on Lyra. As much as I wanted this to go longer, I think they probably put it back on Lyra.
I agree. I think Lyra's going to win.
Or we get an official kind of Bayley heel turn. And Bayley, not even to help Becky, but just to cost Lyra.
Yeah. I mean, the no DQ, which I did not know this match was the no disqualifications match.
So that definitely adds more to the picture, for sure.
Yeah, and I think, we talked about it before. You take that title off of Lyra to give her a big moment and win on a big stage like SummerSlam to help elevate her as a babyface. And I think just this little run that Becky's had with the belt has helped the title. And it's also helped Lyra, if she wins at SummerSlam, to help her become a bigger babyface. Because the crowd obviously is very much behind Lyra in this current moment. So we both are going to take Lyra here to get that title back. There's also a lot of stipulations on SummerSlam.
Yeah, tons.
It's crazy. They never do that. But all right, Dylan, we've got the Women's Tag Team Championship match, and that is your champions, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day versus this new team, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Dylan, how do you think this match is going down? We get new Women's Tag Champs?
The Judgment Day are keeping the titles. I think Roxanne and Raquel are going to hang on to these babies. I think potentially Charlotte and Alexa just don't have enough team chemistry quite yet to get it done. I think that might be, and obviously some potential shenanigans.
Always shenanigans.
But I wouldn't be super shocked if they do lose and then it kind of starts to lead to Roxanne, them blaming Roxanne for it and stuff like that.
See, I'm actually going to take Charlotte and Bliss to win because I think this was kind of their plan for a while, because you have two of their most popular women's wrestlers, and you have Alexa Bliss, who instantly, as soon as she came back at the Rumble, was like one of the most over people on their roster, and they haven't really done a ton with her. And then they put her with Charlotte Flair, which I actually like this team. This team's a lot of fun. I think Charlotte Flair really thrives in like unserious situations and scenarios like this. And I think their team, they have great chemistry. They obviously are friends in real life. They have a lot of fun, as you could see. And I don't think they would put them together to, I forget, they lost before. I think it was the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, it was the 4-Way.
That they lost, which I thought they were going to win that, and then I just don't think they're going to put them together. They have T-shirts. They're going to be a team for a while. If they lose, I don't know if they're going to stick around as a team, so all signs are kind of pointing, for me at least, pointing that they're going to get these women's tag titles here, and then I think we will start kind of the first, splinter in the Judgment Day. With Roxanne or Finn and JD kind of starting to branch off. Obviously, Dom's going to AAA, Triple Mania, which is going to be sick. One of the most craziest pops that I've heard. I don't know if you heard the unfiltered version of that pop for Dom.
Yes, I did. It was crazy, dude.
Insane.
It was so awesome. He's probably going to win.
Dude, I can't decide if I think he's going to win or not. Part of me thinks they may just say fuck it, and he's gonna win.
I think he is, because he's over. Like they love him.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, I think he's gonna win. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. So Dylan's taking Raquel and Roxanne to retain. I'm taking Flair and Alexa Bliss. Speaking of Dominik Mysterio, Dylan, he will finally be defending that Intercontinental Championship against the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, Dylan. AJ is finally back on like a PLE and doing something good. Obviously, you get to see a bit of a more entertaining side of AJ Styles, and I think he's been having a lot of fun with this, with all of those different occupations that he did on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, that's been a lot of fun.
Within the past week or two, and it's good to have AJ Styles in the mix. He should always be in the mix. Obviously, it was great to see him at Slammiversary as well. But Dylan, is Dom dropping this title?
I kind of think he is, Mark.
Wow,
he is going to drop it to AJ Styles here, and I'm not that angry at it. I think AJ, giving AJ a run as Intercontinental Champion this stage in his career would be really cool. And I think maybe you don't have to keep it on him for super, super long. But give him a few months with it, and then probably put him in a feud with a really nice up and coming star, potentially Dom again.
Penta?
Yeah, potentially Penta, potentially even someone like a more young and up and coming guy. You know what I mean? And we'll see who that might be. Maybe they go back to Kross and AJ at some point, and Kross can take it off AJ, and we'll see. I think there's a lot of fun stuff that can be done. And I kind of think Dom, I think he's going to win the AAA Mega Championship. So I think this is part of that as well.
Do you know if that's before or after SummerSlam?
It's after. August 16th, I believe.
Okay. I'm actually going to take AJ Styles here as well. As much as I think Dom's been having a great run, I think that the Judgment Day kind of lose all of their titles, basically. And it's kind of like a first big collapse for the Judgment Day. And I think this is going to be the first big kind of fracture and splinter in this kind of new version of Judgment Day. I don't know when Liv is going to come back. I know she's been supposed to be gone for a while, but obviously who knows with that stuff. But I think that you take all the titles off of them, and this is the first big fracture, holy cow, in the Judgment Day that will lead to a bunch of other stuff. So me and Dylan are agreeing there. All right, Dylan, so let's move on because we have a match that is potentially in jeopardy, and that is Randy Orton and Jelly Roll taking on Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Drew McIntyre is obviously stranded, I think, in Scotland, if I'm remembering that correctly, because he allegedly forgot his U.S. passport, but he's got his U.K. passport, and they won't let him come back to America because he doesn't have his U.S. passport, so he is stranded outside of the United States, and it is a big concern if he's going to make it to SummerSlam. He's going to make it to SummerSlam. I'm fairly confident about that.
Yeah, I feel fine that he'll be there.
So, who do you think's winning this match?
Probably Randy and Jelly.
Yeah.
Probably going to go with those two fellas.
No brainer.
Yeah. Not over the moon for this match. You obviously know our thoughts on it, so I don't think we have to spend too much time on it.
No.
But, yeah, that's going to be my prediction for it, and hopefully it's one and done, move on, and then we get something nice and cool for Drew McIntyre.
So, I was not
Randy Orton.
I was not excited for this match before, and after watching Friday Night SmackDown, I was even less excited for this match to see get a glimmer of or a glimpse of Jelly Roll in action, and I was not liking what I was seeing. So I think Randy and Jelly Roll are going to get the win here. I'm just praying that Drew won't eat the pin unless it's by Randy. But, like, I just don't, like, for the love of God, Jelly Roll can't pin Drew. Let Jelly Roll pin Logan. That makes the most sense.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
And this match will probably go on for longer than it should. But it is what it is. This is what it is. And it is now that is what it is. So, let's move on, Dylan, because we've got CM Punk versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Talk us through this match, because I know you've got some interesting theories about things that could happen.
Yeah, man, I'm just going to put it out there on the table and try to speak it into existence, man. I think... I don't know exactly how it happens, but I think the night ends with Seth Rollins leaving as your World Heavyweight Championship after a successful cash-in. Whether that cash-in happens on CM Punk, whether that cash-in happens to make it a triple threat like he had done before, or like Naomi had recently done, or whether it's he just comes and costs Punk and then cashes in, something like that. But I think this is set in the stages. Obviously, a little bit of wishful thinking, kind of trying to speak it into existence. But without a clear update on Seth Rollins' injury, I'm still going to play to the hope that it was all orchestrated by him and the Oracle to catch Gunther and Punk both off guard, and be able to walk out as champion. With that being said, that's gonna be my official prediction. But without that happening, I mean, I don't know if I can make that my official prediction if I'm allowed. But
Sure.
Yeah, that's
do whatever you want.
Prediction, trying to speak it into existence. And if he is really hurt, obviously get well soon, Seth Rollins. I'm not like trying to act like he's. I don't know. I'm not trying to like be stupid about it. But yeah. But if nothing, no Seth Rollins shenanigans. Kind of think Gunther gets the win.
I agree. I think Gunther's going to get the win. I'm not quite sure if Seth is going to show up, but I will say it is hard to think that CM Punk's going to have a match for a world title and Seth Rollins isn't going to get involved in it.
Yeah, whether it be through Bron and Bronson or just Paul or Seth shows up himself. If he is really hurt, whether he just hobbles down with a crutch and distracts Punk or whatever it is, hard to believe that Seth Rollins won't have his fingers on this match at all.
Fully agree. Is there any chance that, assuming Seth Rollins is actually hurt, that Gunther could be the new leader of this faction? Be pretty sick.
Hey, I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Kind
I
of
think
steps in for Seth.
that's a fun prediction. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We'll see where that goes.
So, yeah, I feel pretty good about either Braun and Braun probably costing CM Punk this match. I don't think CM Punk wins, regardless of if Seth cashes in or not. I just don't.
Yeah, we're in the same boat there.
All right.
The only chance in my head that he wins is if he wins and then Seth cashes in on him.
Okay. So let's move on to the other world championship for the women, Dylan, and that is a triple threat between Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. And before we even talk about this match in depth, I just want to say this match should have main evented night 1, and it's on night 2.
Yes. So we can confirm it's not main eventing night 1, obviously, since it's on night 2. And Cena and Cody's going to main event night 2. Definitely disappointing, but I'm over the moon excited for this match.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Naomi.
Agreed.
Hanging on to that. And I think Naomi's going to have a nice run with that title.
Bro, let her hold it forever.
She is like the hottest star on in the women's division right now. I would say it's probably not even that close. Her and Rhea, obviously, like Rhea's over, but as far as like current trajectory and
Yeah.
And where they're like heading, Naomi, I'd say, is at the top as far as like she's just upward trajectory. As far as I think she's only going to get more and more over as a champion as long as they keep that thing on her. So I'm really hoping they do, and that's going to be my prediction is Naomi.
I agree. I think Naomi's leaving with that belt. I think that maybe Rhea and Io kind of get too focused on themselves. Maybe Rhea still hasn't beaten Io, so I think that could probably play into a factor here. But I think Naomi walks out, and I think this match is going to be insane. Should have main evented night 1. It's a match that you just have 3 of like your top stars in the women's division. I don't know why they didn't think that this match could main event. Obviously, Gunther versus Punk is going to main event night 1, which makes you think maybe they got something big planned for Gunther versus Punk.
Never know, because I saw some stuff on the poster that it doesn't say like main event, but like if you look on the WWE thing where the tickets are, like Sunday has Cena versus Cody, and the Saturday one has the Roman and Jay match versus Bron and Bronson.
There's no way.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying I think. I just saw some people were like, the Tribal Chief can't have him not main event. I think he's not going to main event personally, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on to the other women's world title, and that's the women's WWE Championship match, which is Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Dylan, this match is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I'm really excited for it, and I think it's time. Tiff's had a really nice run with that championship, but I think it's time to crown a new champion, and I think it's Jade Cargill. So, yeah, I think my money's on Jade after winning that tournament. And then I think it'll probably all lead to the Crown Jewel Championship match this year will probably be Jade versus Naomi again, which will be interesting. But, yeah, I'm thinking Jade gets the win here.
I fully agree. It feels like it's finally time for Jade to start to get...
And she's been on the roster for a few years now, right?
It's crazy.
We said she was going to have like a slow kind of rise, but I didn't... And it kind of like there was reports that they wanted her to work a little bit more in the ring and on the mic. I don't know like what's true, what's not, but like you said, it feels like it's her time.
Yeah, so, and this, if she wins, obviously, like you said, Tiff has had a great run, but if Jade wins, she's going to also have an insanely good run, and like we always say, wrestling is just about feeling and timing.
I'm going to officially crown Jade as one of the heads of the women's division moving forward.
All right, Dylan, so let's move on to the undisputed WWE Championship match, which is John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a straight fight. Main eventing, night 2. Talk me through this match.
Man. Cena versus Cody. Main eventing night 2. And it's a street fight, baby. So, there's a lot of different ways this thing can go. But my heart tells me it's a street fight. Cody's not scared to pull the trigger and get it done. That doesn't mean he's turning heel. That doesn't mean anything like that. Just means he's not going to be pushed around anymore.
That's right.
He's not going to be cheated out of what he believes is rightfully his and is rightfully his. He was cheated out of it, right?
Sure.
And street fight, obviously, a lot of crazy things can happen. I think obviously the craziest thing would be The Rock getting back involved.
Let's not even talk about it. Not even talk about it.
Hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully he just stays out. I'd really love... Yeah, but... Should I give my official prediction, or do you want to talk about what your thoughts are for this match? Because the main thing is, I want to know, do you think like other people are getting involved?
I mean, it's hard to think that other people won't get involved, but I also don't know necessarily who else could get involved besides like The Rock, and obviously
they've been keeping it pretty straightforward with Cena and Cody. It seems like these last few weeks.
So I do have faith that it's just going to be the two of them, because it's like the story now is that if Cody Rhodes will or won't hesitate, and he showed on SmackDown that he's not going to hesitate. So I think that there's probably will be a big moment in the match where he will have a chance to like really inflict some damage on Cena. And I don't think he's going to hesitate in that. So I lean towards that there won't be any outside shenanigans. But it's also tough because anytime they have matches where they're like you can't get disqualified or anything, that's always feels like they're going to take advantage of that. But I lean towards no interference.
Yeah, same. Just because I don't really know who's going to get involved. Hopefully, The Rock stays uninvolved.
Well, we know it's not going to be Travis Scott. I'll tell you that much. That guy sucks.
Yeah, good thing he wasn't involved in any like huge major moments in WWE history.
Shout out to Drew McIntyre.
Yeah,
put him in his place. But who do you think's winning?
Yeah, man.
Because I feel pretty good about who I think's winning.
I gotta go Cody. I think.
Agreed.
My money's on Cody. I think Cody gets it back, and then probably starts the John Cena babyface turn back to babyface and finishing off the career as a babyface. That's my prediction. I can already see now like Cena coming out or whatever on like Raw or something, like demanding Cody like apologize or something for like the lengths that he went to, or like because Cody's like you said gonna really inflict some damage or something, and then like Cody will just be like something along the lines of like I'm not sorry for what I had to do to save wrestling because you were threatening to ruin like what all of us love. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Go to the lengths I needed to save this for all of us. I don't know. Like, there's easily ways that he can, like, especially now that it's a street fight. And he's not a champion that's going to get pushed around. I think that's a big part of it. So, yeah, I think the title's going back on Cody. And then I'm praying we get to see Cena on August 18th in Philly, man. I'm really praying on Monday Night Raw we get to see him. So, he wasn't in Philly for SmackDown. When did we go to SmackDown?
March,
maybe. It was Road to WrestleMania, maybe.
I think so.
So yeah, I don't think we got to see Cena, but I mean, we definitely didn't. I would.
We did not see Cena.
Yeah. So really hoping we can see Cena on Monday Night Raw. Get some nice Philly merch, maybe Ellie Green, Eagles stuff or some of that baby blue maroon Phillies stuff, something's gonna be fire. So, yeah, need to see Cena. But
So,
that's my prediction is Cody.
I think Cody's going to win. Basically everything like you just said. Like, I think we're going to start we already did kind of start the turn, but I think we're going to get a bit more of a development because I think we're getting Cena's music back, and I think we're getting Cena's graphics back at SummerSlam because Cody said he wants the old John Cena. He wants the John Cena with the music and the graphics, and he wants all that stuff. So I think Cena's actually going to come out to that stuff at SummerSlam, and that will kind of be like the first big domino.
I like it.
So, yeah, you guys let us know. Who do you think is winning this match, John Cena or Cody Rhodes, in the comments down below. Make sure to smash that subscribe button so you never miss an upload. And also click that bell so you get notified every single time we release a new video. You can shop our merch at tpublic.com, and you can sign up for our Patreon. $1 a month. You get content early and ad-free. With that being said, I'm Marcus, so he's Dylan O'Brien. We'll catch you in the next video to talk about the fallout of SummerSlam.